first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for Roll. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him at the 12.
Come on with it, man.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Cherry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. He'll drop to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You
should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Burrow. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The score, Bengals 14. 49ers nothing.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
16 yards, a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bengals 21. 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 5. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st down, Cherry. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He's brought down at the
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Up 2nd and 9.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Second and goal from the 1.
Right here.
Then we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is...
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They go play action with Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know, the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st down, Bengals.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down. So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half. And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end. And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
12 at the 23-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Watch the run. Watch the run. 50 seconds to Mike. Stop your body.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return will stop right around the 25. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The pickup brings up second and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. Cherry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Cherry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll roll him out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Real tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
First down, Cherry, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Cherry. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jump it. Check nine.
On 3rd down, Cherry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike's 59. Three bud.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
Good.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots,
trying to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Complete to George Kittle.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down now. Cherry, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. They'll run on first down. Cherry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
59.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Going deep for Diggs. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They run the counter. Cherry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 51 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The 2nd play resulted in pay dirt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the 1st, but he only makes it to the 34.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check it back, check it back.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Burrow will throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Scramble. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Yeah.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Watch the run, watch the run.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And able to haul it in is Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get him with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down now after the incompletion.
54 mark, 54's mark. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. It's a slant.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep for Diggs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive experience.